Taurus, 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 Taurus. Welcome to Darkest Dawn Tarot. I am Chelsea, and you are Taurus. And this is your reading, your energy check-in for whenever you find it. That's pretty much it. I'm going to stick to my usual structure, but I am adding one new element. And so my usual structure is a past, present, and future energies check-in, but the new element will be a challenge card to find out what is challenging you at the time, what energies you need to either maybe have more of, have less of, work with, work around, you know. Let's take it as it goes. And speaking of taking things, let's all be just general friendly reminder. I'll be aware that not all readings will resonate with everyone, so check your other placements if you have them, or catch me in the next reading if this doesn't resonate for you. If it does, do all that good YouTube stuff, like, share, comment, subscribe, especially comment, let me know how it resonates, what's going on with you, all that wonderful things, all the wonderful things. Like, I can't speak right now. It's Mercury retrograde, so here we are. So you're gonna have to bear with me. But yeah, let's do this before, it gets any darker out. All right, let's do past energies, please, for Taurus. Thank you. What do we got? The moon. Okay. So there's something that's deep within you that's needing to be addressed, or that was being addressed. Oh, okay, well, I pulled it up sideways-ish, but I'm going to pull it upright. That's how it wants to be. And, oh, I didn't show you that. That's the moon. There's your proof. And this one I got to show you carefully. The Lovers. So we got some Cancer and some Gemini energy here. By the way, the moon card is traditionally Pisces. I read it as Cancer because I just do. I'm an intuitive reader. That's how I do it. Future energies, please, for Taurus. Then, you can come at me if you want about the Cancer, Pisces, whatever. It's still a water sign. Okay, Page of Swords in the reverse in your future energies. So there's something that you don't have all the information on. Oh, we might have a visitor. No, never mind. Challenge energies. Challenge energies for Taurus. Thank you. Ooh, 8 of Wands. Okay. And then we've got your master symbol, the Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. All right. So, yeah, there's very simply you've been delving deep. You've been trying to figure yourself out. This last full moon in your this card coming up in your past energies, because we are just a few days past the full moon in your sign. This is very prevalent that you've been, in that full moon energy. You maybe did some deep diving. You chose to look at some things from, like shadow things in your life. Your shadow self and shadow energies, but it's all leading to a choice, which I feel in the future you don't really have all the information around. And with the 8 of Wands being in your challenge area, that's hard to see, I guess, against this background. The 8 of Wands being in your challenge area, I do feel that the information that you need, like that's where I'm drawing this, you don't have all the information from, because I think the information that's coming towards you is false. It's not entirely the truth. So you might be being told things, whether it be by, from your own intuitive self, but or from others, that there is some false information going on, floating about. And so I'm getting an energy of, you don't really know what to believe, hence the choice energy in the center of your read in the present energy. With the Ace of Pentacles, there is you could feel that there's something new brewing. There's something that's starting for you. But I feel like, again, you don't really know what it is or how to approach it because of the information which you're working with at this point in time. Also, you could very have easily uncovered something new about yourself. Like if you are doing shadow work, something new about yourself that that moving forward and into this lover's energy, you are questioning, because the lovers traditionally is a choice in love. So, and being in the retrograde now and incorporating the 2-week shadow period before, maybe someone has come back into your life, pop back up. And like, if this is a love reading, presented themselves as that. But I would be mindful, because I think they're presenting themselves as false, or they're telling you something that isn't true. That's just one scenario. They're not giving you all the information. This 8 of Wands in the challenge area could be like a love bombing kind of situation. They came back out of the blue going, oh, I miss you, Taurus. Remember all those times we had together? They were so great, blah, blah, blah. I don't have the 6 of Cups on the table, but I'm getting 6 of Cups vibes, that nostalgia. Remember how we were. Totally through rose-colored glasses, though. It's not a practical reality. And so, although it might seem like a new tangible opportunity for you, I would be mindful. If that isn't your timeline or scenario, if that isn't your scenario, and this is regarding an internal process for you, there is something that's come out that, from your past. I'm getting that off the moon energy. There's something that you've uncovered that you've maybe refused to look at for quite some time, and it's causing a little bit of, I wouldn't say conflict, but it's information that is informing the new direction that you're going to be taking, and you're not too sure whether or not to trust it. As simple as that. It's if that is even simple, because it's actually a very complicated concept. Is, all of a sudden I've discovered this thing that I've always done, because that's what it feels like. It's like, oh, I didn't realize that I always do that. And now you're realizing it, and you're like, oh, this actually, like, the fact that I always do that has probably been the reason why I've had issues in certain aspects of my life. Like, because the moon is very subconscious. And with the Page of Swords here, it's like you're still working through it. You're still working, excuse me, you're still working through that energy as to how to apply it. Okay, let's get some clarifiers on the table here. See where we're at, and then I'm going to pull an oracle card. I've been doing that in the middle of the readings now because I prefer that method. And yeah, we'll clarify more if we have to, but let's clarify that moon, please. That moon for Taurus. Let's clarify the moon for Taurus. These cards are not wanting to move today. They're the ones I'm drawn to use, but they're just, oh, that was a big bump. Oh, okay, there we go. That works. So, we've got the Fool. That fresh energy, that like, oh, here we are. Oh, there's 4 here. The Knight of Wands, the 4 of Cups, and the Hangman. Okay, and that's all clarifying the moon. I'm gonna take them all for the moon. Now, that's pretty much exactly what I said. This discovery of something new within you. You're wanting to act on it, but at the same time, it's giving you this like, and act on it, I mean, you're wanting to address it. Whether you want to follow through with it or not is a different story, but I don't think you want to follow through with it. You want to address it, and you've got this energy too. Like, there's this self-improvement vibe that's coming through, but it is leaving you feeling a little bit despondent with that 4 of Cups being there. It's somehow encouraged you to kind of sit in a contemplation around it, which I like that the Hangman is there as well, because then it's pushing you into this, hey, maybe I need to how can I say this properly? Maybe this thing that this aha moment, it's almost like an epiphany you've had about yourself. I need to look at it from every perspective. If I didn't realize I was doing it, it still has been a thing in my life. Whatever this might be for you. It's still been a thing in my life, and it has served me well, but it can also be problematic. And now that I'm becoming aware of it, what do I do with it? Can I shift it for good? Or, because everything comes with checks and balances, right? Like, and here's the perfect way I can explain this. Taurus, you're a fixed sign. I'm a Scorpio, I'm a fixed sign. All signs have their strengths, but their strengths can also be their weaknesses. Let's just use, I'll use Scorpio, so I'm not calling you out. Scorpios can be incredibly loyal. Incredibly loyal. That is one of our strengths, especially from an emotional standpoint. We are the most loyal sign because we're a water sign, right? On the flip side of that, that loyalty can get us into trouble. We can be too loyal to certain situations. We can stay in jobs for too long that treat us with bosses that treat us poorly because we feel that we need to stay loyal. So it's kind of something along those lines, where what you've uncovered about yourself, this aha realization, you're realizing how it's helped your life and how it's also hindered your life. And so I think what you're trying to do with this new information, what it feels like, and the choice you have is how to, for lack of a better term, harness your powers for good and remove and for a new beginning. Oh, there you are, King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, you and your power. Yeah, how to stay in your power with it versus, having it be a weakness for you. Okay, let's move on to the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers, please, for Taurus. Just a couple cards. We don't need another novel again. Just a couple of cards clarifying for Taurus, the Lovers. Present energies, thank you. Oh, there's one, and it went flying. Give me a second here. Page of Wands, yes. Okay, so you're not making any moves right now. This looks like whatever this is, you're researching. You're talking about with people, you're communicating, you're asking around, like, has anyone else noticed this about me? Like you're vocalizing it now in the present. You've realized it in the past. You've acknowledged it, and you're recognizing, like I said, like with that Fool there, this new bright aha moment, and you've got the motivation around it with that Knight of Wands to do something either with it or about it. And to be fair, I'm talking as though this is an internal element of you, Taurus, but this could simply be something else in your life that was right in front of your face that suddenly came to the surface. Like this could be something that like a job or like an entrepreneurial aspect or opportunity that you've been doing this thing all this time, and then suddenly you went, wait a minute, I can make money doing this. I've been doing it for free and been looking for a side hustle. Maybe I should be doing this. And it could be something as simple as like knitting tutorials online, right? Like, or something like that. Like, just hypothetically speaking, let's go with that. You knit every night after work in order to chill out and calm down and just, have your little you time. And now you're realizing, shit, I could have been filming this and talking about what I'm doing and explaining how I'm doing it and showing people, and I could be monetizing it and, making a little bit of extra money on the side. And so in the present, it feels like the choice that you're making is, whether I keep that thing just for me, or do I, use it to my advantage? How do I work with it? And the Page of Wands is kind of saying that that's you, asking around. That's you doing your research, seeing if anyone else, is doing something similar. Judgment, yeah. This is and the Tower at the bottom of the deck. This is the choice you're making is to embrace this decision, whatever, or this aspect of your life, whatever it is. Now, no matter how big or small, that's what you're at in the present. You want to embrace it. You want to revitalize it. You want to give it a new life. If it was something like, I don't know, it could be something, I don't know why I keep getting nostalgic childhood vibes, but I am. Like, it could be maybe something that you were told as a kid, was not a, with the Eight of Wands here, maybe that's where I'm getting it, was not a positive quality. Maybe you spoke too much, or I don't know, like someone kind of shamed you for it. I don't know why I'm going down this road, but just bear with me here. Maybe it's something along those lines. And what you're doing with this Fool here and the Judgment is you're flipping it on its head, and you're seeing it, you're embracing it versus having always pushed it aside and been upset by it or felt hindered by it. You're now embracing it and realizing that it's actually genuinely your strength. It's something that makes you you. Therefore, it is authentically you. Therefore, in order for you to live your truth, and with this Lovers, that's what I'm getting, for you to live your truth, you need to change, Hangman, change your perspective on whatever this thing is. I don't know what it is for you, but it'll be something, obviously. Okay, Page of Swords, please. Show me Page of Swords, and then we'll clarify the challenge. Yeah, okay, all right. Knight of Coins, Knight of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. So now we've gone from the Knight of Wands, like this is all lower court card energy, right? This is it's new because it is in its infancy in a way, right? So it might not be new to you, but like I said, with the Fool there, it's a new realization. So this could be something long-standing within you, or something that you've always done, or whatever, or something. But the realization of it all is the newness with the Pages and the Knights here, and with the Knight of Pentacles. In the future, you're now learning how to apply it in moderation. That's what this feels like. You don't have all the information just yet because the Page of Swords, but you're realizing that this isn't as urgent as it felt back here. Once you had the epiphany, it's not as urgent anymore. It's something that you can just slowly incorporate into your life, whether it be learning more about it, or and how you're embracing it, whatever it is. It's something you're slowly. I just got chills. Yeah, moderation is key. Oh, there goes another one. Okay. Ace of Wands. Okay, we've got two aces now, but the Ace of Wands is, it's learning how to incorporate that, and this is where the action comes in with the Ace of Wands. This new fresh start, this new beginning, it like a new version of you is coming through. Because that's new and inspired action, right? So it's like a new approach, having incorporated this element. Okay, let's clarify that Eight of Wands, Seven of Cups. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, this feeling overwhelmed around all of this epiphany, aha moment that you had, and the challenge that it is, because you might be getting the Hierophant, that was almost you again there, flipped but didn't come out. You might be getting do we need one more? You might be getting, like, if you're talking, yeah, oh, there it is. Is that King of Coins? King of Pentacles, that's you. So that's why we needed one more, because, and this being in your challenge is, okay, yes, you're learning to incorporate this into your life in a way and embrace it, and in the right capacity and in moderation and all that, but you might be getting barraged with, like consider your friends like an algorithm, right? Like you talk to one friend about this new thing and you're going, did I always do this? And like, yeah, you always have, so on and so forth. And then they're like, and we've done research and da 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 da. Like, it could be like, this could be as, and I don't know why this example is coming to my mind, but you know how people later in life get diagnosed with, some sort of neurodivergence or something like that. And, or something like along the lines of like dyslexic. Like people find out in their 40s that they've been dyslexic their whole life, and they're going, oh, well, no wonder school was the way it was, and all of a sudden all the pieces fall into place. That's what this feels like. Maybe not specifically that, like I said, it's a hypothetical. You might, don't all go running off to your doctor being like, am I dyslexic? Because odds are probably not. But it feels like you're redefining your identity in a way through this process. Like I said, the shadow work aspect, because there is an aha realization. But, you know, the challenge here is sieving out the noise that comes with it. Because if you go down that rabbit hole of searching it on the internet and finding out, you know, this and that and the other thing about dyslexia, then the next thing you know, it's going to change your algorithm, and every single reel you watch is suddenly about, you know, dyslexia and how to deal with it, and all these, you know, all these things about courses and learning and whatever, and then it just becomes too much. And you end up losing yourself in that because you've now redefined yourself as this with the label, but the label, though it was never there, the aspect of the condition was always there. So just because you didn't have the label to put on yourself doesn't change, but now you do, that doesn't change your identity. You still are you. You're still Taurus. You're still the same Taurus you were before. It's just now you know another piece that makes up you. And there is a word and or a label to put on it just to follow that, you know, dyslexia and neurodivergent path. But it doesn't have to be that. You know, it can be anything else. You know, it's like, you know, I always used to be a knitter and now I'm an online famous knitter, you know, like something to that effect. That's what it feels like to me, Taurus. It feels like, you know, this could be anything from, yes, very life-changing, and you know, the choice is here in your present for you as to how you're going to apply it and embrace it. And with the Judgment here and the Page of Wands, I really do feel like, you know, you're being presented at this point in time where you can just ignore it. Whatever the shadow work is, you can acknowledge it, leave it alone, and let it go, and just move forward as you have been and keep it to yourself. I don't really feel like you're going to be doing that. I do feel like you might go down this rabbit hole, however long-term or short-term it may be, because I think it opens up something new for you at this point in your life where you're learning a new element of yourself that's new to you. It's always been there, but it's, yeah, you get my point. It's something that you were unaware of, and now you're aware, and now you're trying to incorporate it in the healthiest way. So I do like that I can see a healthy moving forward with this Ace of Wands and Knight of Coins. It's a very slow, moderate, practical approach, and a fruitful one as well. But the Ace of Wands, there's inspired action around it. It's like you're using it as inspiration. You know, you're seeing it from the positive perspective. Whereas, you know, not everyone would do that. Some people would be a negative Nelly about it and sit there and worry with this Seven of Cups here that there's too much. So it's like you're already getting over the challenge before the challenge shows its face. You know, because you're aware of it. You're smart. You're a smart Taurus. You're a smart. Unlike that sentence. You are smart, Taurus. I was about to say you're a smart person. But anyway. Okay, let's get an oracle card out here before I totally lose the ability. Oh my god. Okay, this came out for Virgo. Literally just came out for Virgo. I'm going to read it again, I guess. And I've got Secrets at the bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm going to read both. Secrets and the one that came out. It's number one, it's day and night. Okay. Uncertainty, fear. This is day and night, number one first. Uncertainty, fear, worries, decisions to be made. Lovers, there it is. Follow your instincts. The girl we see on this card is holding the sun in her hands while the moon, over here in the back, is at her back. She looks uncertain, as if she has a question in her mind, but doesn't know the answer. What is she thinking about? Is she afraid of the answer or the inward process to find it? Shadow work. Many of us struggle with making decisions, but where there is shadow, there is also light. After the dark night, there is always the light of the morning sun, warming the path we have chosen. This card reminds us that we are already holding all the answers in our hands. We should trust our inner judgment, and you've got judgment here, and know we will be able to handle any situation. So this choice is very simple. I mean, it's not probably, like, I mean, it's not simple, but that oracle card, like I mean, it's like, it's simple to embrace it with the Judgment being there. Okay, 43. Secrets. Excuse me. Magic, mystery, hidden thoughts. A girl on a stool is tall enough to reach the moon. She holds a ring of keys in her hand. One of them will fit in the keyhole on the moon's surface. This card tells us about personal secrets, hidden thoughts, the ideas one keeps in their mind. Nobody is able to look inside your head unless you invite them to. So let's read that again, because that actually pertains to your challenge here. Nobody is able to look inside your head unless you invite them to. You have the power to decide how much of your thoughts you want to share with others. A little mystery helps keep the magic alive. Okay, I like that came out as well, and I'm happy I read it, because to me that's kind of what your challenge is about. You know, if you don't want to hear the noise from others, it is at your discernment as to whether or not you share this with them. You know, it's up to you, Taurus. And I just got chills as I said that. And I think that's what this is proving, is that you're able to integrate whatever this shadow work, this shadow thing is in your life. You're able to integrate it in moderately and in a way that revitalizes you. I'm going to pull up this again, cover it in a way that, and this is what you're actively working on right now, or at least the energies that are available for you to work with right now. They're there. And they are leading to inspired action. They are leading to nice growth and progress and stability within you, and a wholeness within you. But at the moment, it's a little on the lost side. But I do like the Judgment. And when I say a little on the lost side, I just mean it might feel really daunting to you that you're not quite there yet. So I think that these cards are reminding you that everything is a process. You know, it's darkest before the dawn kind of thing is what the day and night card was showing. So going through the shadow work is going to be, you know, a challenge. It's going to be a task for you. But that's how we learn, and that's how we grow, right? And know that it's all happening for a reason, and this all came to light for you for a reason. So, you know, you sometimes just gotta grin and bear the uncomfortable, but remember, you are in control of how much you share with others. Ask for help if you need it. Absolutely ask for help if you need it. But understand that, you know, by letting someone in, you are opening yourself up for more information to come towards you. But at the same time, you're also opening yourself up for more love and support to come towards you, right? So maybe it's not necessarily about what you say to anyone, it's about who you speak to around this. If you need help, always ask for it. Always. Never go through anything difficult alone, because everyone always has someone. There's someone out there, and even if that someone is the universe or your higher self, speak it. Speak to them. You're not alone. Speak to the energy. You're not alone. You've got Archangel Raphael right here and Archangel Gabriel right here. Okay, so let's get some advice from the universe before this goes on for a million years. And you'll be totally through this cycle by the time I'm done talking. Hey, maybe this is the barrage of information you're going to get. Tarot reader on YouTube. I joke. All right. But yeah, I mean, like, you've got the control, you've got the power, but do not feel isolated and alone. Don't. Because you aren't. But this new perspective, this new this epiphany that is changing things for you looks very promising. Like, I like this read a lot for you, Taurus. This is there's a lot of optimism here. The energy I'm feeling is a ton of optimism for you. But in the process, there's a little wobble, a little waver of, you know, Taurus going, who am I? How does this fit into my life? How can I incorporate this? There's a little bit of that going on, but that's normal. That is a totally normal. If we don't quit, it'd be weird if we didn't question who we are on a regular basis. Okay, now I'm getting too far in. I actually did just notice the time. Okay, let's get some advice, please, for Taurus. A couple cards of advice for Taurus. Please keep them on the table, not on the floor. Chelsea doesn't want to bend over anymore. Thank you. One more, two more. One more now. I want 3 in total. Thank you. Ooh, we got the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. I want to see what that other one is. Thank you. Ooh, King of Cups. Scorpio, your opposite sign, and the 3 of Wands at the. How have I done this here? 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there's some manifestation that you're pulling. 6 of Swords, yeah, 6 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, King of Cups. This is your advice from the universe. Brilliant advice. This is a going with the flow, moving forward to your stability. And because fours are all about stability. But this, and I like this version of the 4 of Pentacles, because she's behind a locked gate. This is you retaining what is important to you, what you value. You're an earth sign. Pentacles represent earth. This is you moving away from things that no longer serve you from an intellectual standpoint with this 6 of Swords, but yet going with the flow of it, going with the progress that you are making through this Judgment, through this Lovers, through this Fool, through this Hangman, all of these cards, going with the flow, moving through this process very calmly to the point of the King of Cups. You're ridding yourself of what you no longer need because you can identify it now with this aha moment, and really focus in with this 4 of Pentacles on what you do truly want to keep for yourself, and then moving into such emotional stability with it, this like firm place of it. This is emotional maturity. That's your advice from the universe, is lean into the emotions to the point where you are stable within them. Love it, Taurus. I absolutely love it. That is a clean, clear, healthy heart space. And that's what this whole thing is coming together for you, this stability within you. King of Coins and King of Cups. That's earth and water. That's Scorpio and you. That's your opposite sign. So it makes sense you're doing this in Scorpio season, and all this is coming to light in Scorpio season, because this is emotional growth for you in such a beautiful way, and it's leading to an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Wands. Totally new inspired action. I think, you're going to head out of this season a completely different version of you, and I mean that in terms of, like, not that you're going to lose who you are. Obviously you're going to cling to what matters and solidify that even further within you, but you're moving through this lesson, this phase of your life, this progression, this whatever you want to call it, into a more vibrant. I see a more vibrant Taurus coming out of in the end. More charismatic, even more charming than you already are. I mean, Tauruses are very charming. I know, I married one. So, I mean, there's that charisma, that thing, that outgoing, that eccentricity that you have, that unique joie de vivre that makes you you. That is going to glow even brighter by the end of all this, and I love it. That's what this Ace of Wands is giving me. Anyway, that is all for now, Taurus. I am very happy for you. This looks really, really good, and I wish you all the best on this journey. This is great. I can't wait to check in with you again. So please like, share, comment if this resonated, and let me know what's going on. I would really like to hear from you. And don't forget to subscribe so I can keep doing this awesome stuff for you. All right. Good luck, Taurus. All the best. I'm going to fight with this remote now. Talk to you soon. Bye.